Sitting here waiting on my package. Yeah. I'm going to get a magazine. Yeah, I'm getting a magazine, so it's going to be awesome. Hopefully it shows up soon. I can't wait to open up that magazine.
It's here! It finally came! Oh my god!
Why?
You know, everybody's expected to change, but when the rising demonic drill rapper disappears and then reappears with hippie sunglasses and a button up, we're gonna ask what the hell happened.
All that I smoke is dangerous for my hearing. I don't taste and drive, it's dangerous for my steering. I smoke when I drive, I guess I'm dangerous living.
Comethazine first got recognized for his song Bands that he dropped on SoundCloud back in 2018, and he steady released full albums for a few years after this. The first one being Bawskee. This sold 50 to 100,000 in the first week. It was definitely like carrying those SoundCloud trap roots, you know what I mean? Like 2018. People were tapped in though. As of today, there are a total of 5 Bawskee albums in continuation of this first one. That was first dropped in August of 2018. Bawskee 2 drops in January of 2019, and most of Comethazine's songs run under 2 minutes. You hear a lot of like people refer to Comethazine's raps as like ringtone raps. But this album in particular does not have a single song that runs over 2 minutes. So yeah, very, very short durations. And pretty like simplistic beats for the most part. I was watching a snippet of Riddle that was posted like on YouTube about 5 years ago, like right before the release of the album that it was on, and the top comment was like, "This is the whole song most likely," and it's just funny because like, yeah, whenever Comethazine releases snippets, like that's the whole song. This album is really fun though. I remember being in 8th grade trying to put people on like, "Yo, you heard this hippopotamus song?" Like, fun fact: all of the songs on this album and the next are like all the titles are in all caps, and something about that is just so hilariously fitting to me for like that having been the music that I listened to as a like obnoxious teen girl, because like of course all of my favorite songs were titled in all caps with just like really loud beats and nonsensical lyrics. And dude, like that is why his music was my go-to to like pop in my like headphones during passing period, because it's short and it's angry. I remember this one Comethazine interview where he's saying like, I got diagnosed with ADHD, like that's fake as fuck. And it's just so funny because like of course, like dog, of course an ADHD denier would make like music like this. It's this or EDM. Like, you tell me I'm fucking wrong.
In like 5th grade, I had like got diagnosed with like ADHD and stupid shit like that. Shit fake, you feel me? Oh, that shit's fake as fuck. You feel me? The kid's hyper, the kid's just hyper, you feel me? Ain't no fucking ADHD, you feel me? Pipe the fuck up.
When Comethazine does get a good beat though, he's nasty with it. Like, he knows what beats are worth the effort lyrically, and that is just what we get out of this next album.
Bitch, you smell like some poop. What I fuck, what I kick it with you.
We don't get a Bawskee 3, but a 3.5. Fitting, because I do feel like a little more effort was put in this one, or budget, or whatever the fuck. It's a little better. It's fitting. And especially because it was only 6 months. This dropped only 6 months after Bawskee 2 Evolution. This is a good album. I'm not the type of person to like anticipate releases, whether it's music, TV, clothes, whatever the fuck. But I remember when the Find Him like snippet drop, or like little teaser, I was going feral waiting all week for that shit to drop, and it did. And then just like that comment said, that was the whole song. Like that was a whole song. I don't know what I was expecting, but don't get me wrong, it was a minute and a half of straight heat. Break on the Bawskees for the Pandemic album of 2020. This was a moment that I feel like only I was here for. I remember the Pitbull song. That's the first, that's like the song I used for my first makeup tutorial when I was 15. And I think that might still be my most liked one, or like it definitely was at the time. So good memories.
Blind to the bullshit, taking back what he saw.
Bawskee 4 actually really hit for me. We Gon' Win is easily my favorite song off that album. It's something about the way he's like,
I be moving on my own.
that shit hits different. It hits different. And the I put 10 up in that chrome, then I put 10 straight to your dome. Voices telling me I gotta do a man. Gotta be the first to spin, bitch, if it's whether we win. There, I just sang you the whole song. It's that a couple times in a lethal verse. It's also the album with the song Riddle on it that I mentioned earlier. Next album we get is simply titled Comethazine, the album. My honorable mention for this album would be Six Flags. I don't need no gang, I'll bust your brain. Independent. I stopped Cuban link with bust down demon on my pendant. Eh. Bawskee 5. Man, if I knew that this was going to be the last, I would have cherished it more. Run it back, run it back. These are good songs. This is definitely like an underrated album in my opinion. Very much so. I feel like he definitely tapped more into the darker lyrics toward the end. He did not like stick to that SoundCloud trap genre. He does have more to offer musically, more than I think any of us ever really expected, at least not in this new direction. After 2021, Comethazine ended his album streak, and I only ever really saw him on Instagram. But then again, that's really like the only place that's really the only app that I use. But flash forward to, I believe, 2023, 2024, he starts posting again, still under Comethazine, but looking all types of different. When I was looking at his Instagram, still under Comethazine, it was like clean, like his feed was clean, there was nothing posted except for a single highlight. I mean, there's a few stories on it, but it's like one highlight. And God, I did not screenshot or screen record any of it except for one thing. This was what was posted that I did screenshot. It was basically like it's just like I'll just put it on the screen, but it was just like he is almost awake, I think is what it said, and then it's like a few emojis kind of just insinuating, you know, hey, I'm coming, and then hey bitches, I'm back type shit. But anyways, this was like the only thing that was on his Instagram, and I honestly thought he was gonna be posting more after this. But yeah, no, I was wrong because girl, it's gone. I went there yesterday, like finishing up the script writing. It's gone. It's gone. Somebody's playing a trick on me, and I think it's Frank Kole himself. Because tell me why. Okay, tell me why. I was doing the research, and I'm not lying. It literally was not there. Like at first, when I first started doing the video, like I looked up Comethazine. That's what the fuck I was referencing. But then I went back and it was not there. I literally was like, did he block me? Like I went on my boyfriend's Instagram to like look it up. It was not there. And then like Instagram/Comethazine or whatever the fuck, not there. But now editing the video, it is there and it looks the same that it was. So let's go through the highlight that was there. And I don't know if I switched realities or something, but anyways, it's back. It's back. First highlight is actually super duper important. Okay, remember this. Okay, for the music video. Okay, next, we got some cutesy shoes, like the style. He's still smoking it up in Switzerland. Sick invite, Frank, in Italy too. Don't know what's something of that. Let me know. And then what we just went over. Okay, so the end. But here, I'm going to play you some clips. Okay, let me introduce you to Frank Kole.
Bon vas-y frère, tu le fais le flip là ou quoi? Voilà frère, enfin il atterrit ouais. Ah
I don't know about y'all, but I am stoked. I feel like with the shit he's been posting, or like the lack thereof, I feel like there's genuine heart put in this stuff, because he's been so low key about it all. Really, the only promotion he's done for anything at all is for his first song released under Frank Kole, and that is Smokestack Lightning, released on October 24th of 2024. And this is the intro to his upcoming album, Electric Mazeland. So, period. The song is dope, and so are the visuals. At the time of recording this, the video on YouTube is sitting just over 345,000 views. If I'm remembering correctly, which one was it? Spinback, I want to say Spinback videos at like 10 million views. And then, of course, his Lyrical Lemonade, like the walk video, that's at 72 million views. So, comparing them, not to say, that he's like fell off or anything, but just to say that he hasn't even been like showing the shop, not even like, hey, listen to my new song. Like, it's literally just like the people that have like stumbled across it, or like heard, like kept up with him, or heard, through the grapevine or whatever the fuck. It's not that big right now, and I like that, because I feel like it's gonna be a moment when he drops the album, and hopefully that's really soon. I actually really admire his silent transition and limited publicity with this whole thing. Very rare today. Gen Z can see a publicity stunt coming from a mile away, and doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that. It does not feel like something he's doing for clout or shock value, considering he's not doing much of anything at all. I only mean that in terms of like promotion and whatnot. I'm sure there's tons going on behind the scenes, but I think we're all fed up with these celebrities making these like not so major rebrands and or like brand releases and shit like that, and it's like just needing everybody to know about it. Which I mean, that's marketing to like get the eyes on you. The money's money, but I don't know. It's just to me, nothing like proves an artist's drive and true genuine dedication to their work, more than like the prospect that they're doing it for them. You don't need the applause and the of course you need to get a check off what you do, but when you're Comethazine and you're already rich and you're starting a new endeavor, it's like, just do it for you. That's like, I think that's what a lot of us people sit here and look at it, it's like, okay, if you have all the money to do all the shit, let's do it. Bruh, if I made millions of dollars, throwing my phone out. Throwing my phone. I'm not posting about shit. And it low-key seems like that's what he did for a bit. It really does. Seems like he traveled around a bit, learned a new language. Did I mention he's speaking German? Did I mention the Smokestack Lightning is in German? I did find this one post on Instagram by the page 618 Hip Hop. It was posted back in January of 2024. It's a video referring to this Smokestack Lightning. Alright, hear me out. First, I was going to show y'all this clip, right? And I'm still going to, but not as part of this post I was talking about. I found it separately, like, uploaded on YouTube, just the clip. Makes a lot more sense, seeing alone, that is part of this next project, okay, that we're going to be talking about in just a second. So, since I mentioned it, I'll show you the video, a little sneak peek, but hold on to it, okay? We're going to be explaining it in just a minute.
Hi, my name is Joshua Woodpeck. Josh Woodpeck.
Man, how old are you, man?
I'm 26. Well, what are you?
Dad said 45 and older.
Well, I'm fucking sorry. I thought you movie people had all kinds of makeup and special effects and all kinds of bullshit like that. I guess I'm the one that's being naive.
Let's get into the video that actually was released by Frank Kole, Smokestack Lightning. Spoiler alert, if you do want to watch this video for yourself, which you should, I'm going to put a timestamp on the screen for like when I am done talking about it. The first scene we get is essentially just confirming that there is in fact more to come from this project, that this is only the beginning, just the introduction to something more. The next screen we get is also just more text. The first words, like all bold, all caps, a yellow word in German that Google Gemini told me is like an interjection for like warning of danger. And then under it in white is lowercase, and it reads experimental psychedelic advancement. Use of wax not recommended. Okay. And then I don't even know how to describe the vocals, dog. Like it's repetitive. Okay, it's an intro, most are. But dude, I guess it's like they're like auto tune, like dude, it's really good. Fading in from back, we see Frank with his new aesthetic. Still smoking, I know that's right. Seeing him through like a window, like a cutesy, like rainy aesthetic, like smokestack. Anyways, there's also dialogue throughout this video, okay? There's a couple scenes in German. All right, so Frank Kole is now speaking German, but just know I used Google Translate for this, okay? First line being from Igor, what did you find out? Frank says, way too much, bro, hard to explain. Igor, okay, I understand, but when will you be back here, bro? Frank, I'll be back in November. Igor, very good. And how is old Igor doing? Frank, miserable. He misses Russia. I think he will die in the land of the free. Take that as you will. 3 or 4 fades back into black before we are faced with a different scene, a completely different scene. It is a young gentleman sitting in front of, like, sitting at this skate park, like in front of the bathrooms on a little bench. He's like annoyed. I'll talk about like this shit was like $30 or what the fuck. I assume he got ripped off a pack. Inside the bathroom is Frank, and he's repeating again in German about 6 times. He says, this summer will be cold. And he walks out of the bathroom, and the guy, is sitting on the bench. He's like, hey, bro, what was you saying in there? And then Frank just gives him this, like, really cold look. He's like... The last 10 seconds are even more random. Completely different scene again. We see a chick and a dude, like, putting their clothes on. It's like a back and forth. I think she's like, where are you from? He says, Korea. She said, what part? He says, I am from North Korea. She gives him kind of like a, look. And that's the end. That is our introduction to Electric Mazeland. Frank Kole is now creating full-length films. Okay, so he's the writer and director for the upcoming films 202, Indigenous, and Doogie. And I do believe he's acting in all of them too. At least it does say of like 2 and the 3 of the website that he is going to. And then the third one that it doesn't mention him, it doesn't mention anybody. So I think it's safe to say that he will be in that one as well. Also, I should have looked more into this because I honestly kind of forgot about him until right now. But I remember Comethazine did acting before. He was in some other movies. I don't know if it was like his movies or like just short, like, like more low budget film type shit. I remember seeing him acting before. There is clips of him on YouTube in movies.
Arrest me this time.
Hey, you better put that shit away, man.
For what? Crooked ass bitch. You ain't gonna arrest me, I know that. But you gonna tell the cops. Oh, fuck. Fuck up out of here. Yeah, bring your ass on. Oh, fuck, I think you scared of somebody on here.
Hey, no one else needs to die tonight.
Think I'm finna just lay down and let you kill me too, motherfucker? Got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of you.
This is what the Mazedrome website front page looks like. And dude, I'm so fucking excited, especially because these movies seem like they look a little dark. You know what I mean? Like a little dark. Especially 202, if I'm not mistaken, does seem to be like a horror film. Or at least just, it's darker, and I like that dark shit. Like, horror is definitely my favorite genre, so that's right up my alley. I'm so about all this shit he's teasing. All 3 movies actually have their own release date or month anyway. All of them being in 2023. So where are the movies? So if you caught it in the clip that I showed previously, it says release delayed due to strike, new dates to be announced. So babe, I'm waiting and I'm excited. I'm just gonna go off of what little we have to go off of each of these movies. Firstly, 202. This is the only movie on the site that displays an option to view clip, but when you click on it, like it doesn't bring you nothing. It doesn't work. I'm dedicated. So I found it. Okay. I don't know what all I can show of this, but I'll link down what I can, because y'all should definitely check it out. It's really sick content. Like it looks really good. I'm really excited for the shit. Like it really does look like shit I'll go see in the movie theaters, bitch. So what is available, however, are the synopsis and covers for each movie. So for 202, the description reads: when a vicious voodoo outbreak takes place in Big Bear, a racial experiment is set in place with hopes of reversing the curse unto the curser.
And city of Big Bear, as the hunt continues for those in charge of the numerous count of ritualistic killings of white Americans in the area. Better known as voodoo, tolls of death leak from...
Can I help you? People are all too happy to believe what they already think. It was so beautiful, too beautiful. You are too beautiful.
Hi. You must be Michael.
Yes, hi. This is my fiance, Maxine.
Honey, please assist our guests with their luggage.
No, I got it, bro. I got it.
Next film, Indigenous. After being frozen for science for more than 100 years, a former teenage slave spawns back to his birthplace where he is struck with the sudden hardships of adaptation in the 21st century. Very interesting. So this one was set to be released back in October of 2023, so we're going backwards. The last film, of course, being Biggg. This was set for all the way back in March of 2023, so I hope we get some updates soon. I'd like to see those projects in full. Crossing my fingers we get some sort of update soon, since it's literally been about over 2 years now, since it was supposed to be released. It is May of 2025 right now that I'm recording this. It was supposed to be released in March 2023. So hopefully we get some updates soon on those movies. I'm very interested in them, especially after doing like looking so hard for very minor details, like what minor information I could gain. You know what I mean? Yeah, now I'm dedicated. I'm like, I need to see those movies. Bigg's synopsis reads: ever wonder what the world of Grand Theft Auto was like? Biggg takes you inside the life of a criminal as one must navigate life through the traumatizing guarantee of karma. For this one, I was able to cop a snippet, but it was posted by the actual Mazedrome account, from at least from what I can gather is that the legit account on Vimeo. But I think it's unlisted or something, because I literally cannot recall where I got this link, and it goes to the Mazedrome pictures on Vimeo. And then exploring the Mazedrome Vimeo account further, this video is not actually publicly up on the page. Perhaps I just don't know how Vimeo works. This was my introduction to the platform anyways. But yeah, there's only one video that is posted on the Mazedrome Vimeo account. And it is not this one. This account that only has 15 followers, and then the video that is on the page was posted on October 12th, 2022, and it's sitting at just over 200 views and has just 4 likes. And I feel like I'm seeing things that I'm not supposed to. It's called Frank Kole 60s TV 8K E2 F8 test footage.
At Boston Garden, the final game in the hard-fought NBA Championship Series, with 14,000 jamming the arena, as the Boston Celtics, white, meet the St. Louis Hawks in dark in the final and deciding game. Bob Cousy with the ball here plays one of the greatest games in a brilliant career. Staying with the Celtics right through the first quarter. Then the Celtics move ahead. Watch Cousy drive under, miss the hoop, shot after shot misses. Then Cousy
feel like now is a good time to also shout out the Mazedrome Instagram account, which also only has 17 followers and follows 2 accounts, no posts. The bio says resurrecting cinema since 2022, which to me proves my theory of that. In 2022, like after that Bawskee 5, it seemed like he just dropped the rap, whether something happened or his frontal lobe developed. I don't know. Regardless, I like this new direction. I think it's for the best, for sure. Like I said, the page only follows 2 other accounts, one being Sports Fist, which seems to just be like an NFL fan page type deal, and then the second one being a woman named Marietta Lavina, and in her bio it actually says a producer, like she's a producer for Mazedrome, and I did do my valid stalk and she is legit. I wasn't able to find any like anything from her, like any, you know, sneak peeks or anything, but it seems to be legit. There's one bonus film that I left out, at least one that I could find. There could be more, hope there are, but the reason I excluded it from the description of, you know, the other movies is because it's featured nowhere on the Mazedrome website, which leads me to believe that it's in the earlier stages of production, if still, you know, in production at all. But there was only like 2 sources where I heard of this from. This video I'm about to show you apparently was posted by Frank Kole at some point, but then later deleted. But you know damn well your bitch found it. At least I think so. The 2 sources that announced this project were around the same time. One was from Comethazine News on X, posted on March 24th of this year, so quite recently. It was basically just, you know, announcing that there was a teaser posted by SHUNYA, and then the other one was a post on the subreddit r/Bawskee, and this guy just, you know, posted the clip. This is where I got the video from. The person that posted this, I think it was on March 26th, if I'm remembering, or it was like around the same time as the first one I was telling you about, like the one on X. But in this post, they were claiming that the video was posted by Frank Kole on March 9th of 2025. So either way, this is very recent stuff. In fact, it's actually the most recent stuff that I have to go off of if this is legit. However, this is the same guy that posted something that was like an interaction. That was a little fishy. Seems like AI. It was literally like posted an hour in between each other too, so I'm not falling for it. The thing is, it's over 3 minutes long and very slow paced, so I don't know how I'm gonna cut it all up, but I'll show you what I show you. It's honestly just a few scenes anyways.
You've been living here quite a while. Don't you think you should know the language? How long have you been living here?
Whatever.
Now, there's actually one major detail in this video that tells me this is legit, and the reason that I didn't just like leave it out of the video, the reason I wanted to like make a thing of it, is because of this painting in this room. Okay, we're getting deep. I'm pretty sure this is the same portrait. This is the point of my research where I started feeling less like a fan, more of just like a stalker. Do you notice anything familiar in this video? This scene from SHUNYA is the same exact scene as fucking guitar video, bitch. Okay. So they're shot in the same room, and then also, I'm gonna show you some clips from that smokestack lightning. Sorry, it's 3 in the morning. From that smokestack lightning video. Tell me, it is not the same room. This scene from SHUNYA is literally the exact same room as this video with the guitar that he's playing. The guitar in, okay? Except they just fucking move the table and like a lamp. Okay? Fuck. And then it doesn't end there because also let me play back a couple clips from the Smokestack Lightning video. Bitch, tell me that's not the like it's clearly the same room. It's clearly the same room. So I think he's just filming in his crib, or maybe he just rented a set and got it all worthwhile in that way. No, I think he just posted up, got himself a nice look, and that's his little creating, or it's his little filming setup. I really think this is his crib. I think this is his creative sanctuary in God knows where, Germany, I suppose. All I know is that you cannot tell me that these 3 shots are not all within the same like 100 square foot radius of each other. I don't know what all he's been up to, but it's clear that Frank Kole is enjoying embracing different like cultures and languages and whatnot. I feel like half the content I've shown you, he's referenced another like country or something. You know what I mean? No wonder he's been MIA for so long. Shit's been in the work extensive. Like he's literally learned another language. Like, you know what I mean? What if he releases more music under Comethazine in the future? Like a public double life. What if, like, dude, it would be so iconic if he went like Hannah Montana on us, dude. Like, plenty of artists rebrand, switch genres as people do, and keep their work for what it is, you know what I mean? Some artists even change their entire name as a whole and, like, you know, just keep their shit again, like, still making a check off of it. Look at Lotto, she did that, like, you know what I mean? But Frank here, he did both of those things, and silently. Sneaky bastard. Like, dude. Imagine he does like a dual genre tour. Like first hour or two we get Comethazine, 30 second outfit change, comes back out, fucking guitar, speaking German. Like, dude, iconic. Not like I actually see any of this happening. It just, I don't know. That's a fun thought. Cause I do really miss Comethazine rap. I miss that music for sure. I would do things for Bawskee 6. Okay. So it's kind of funny looking back on it. Everybody described Comethazine as demonic. I think I even used that word earlier. And when in reality, like, he really is quite typical in regards to like a 20-year-old rapper at the time. He wears his grills and his chain. He rapped about money and sex and guns, except he'd make this face when saying it, and then sometimes seemingly like tapped into a more horrorcore style of writing, at least in my opinion. Plus, I hate to say this as like, I don't know, as if it's like a rare trait, but let's be real, it is lacking in, you know, modern rap artists today. Frank Kole does seem to truly have a very creative mind, which is now being proven with these different, you know, announcing the different avenues, different interests that, again, I don't think any of us expected from him. I'm excited for him to further prove that to the world with these upcoming projects. I feel like the only reason Comethazine isn't recognized as a horrorcore rapper is because he really isn't that scary. He really ain't all that scary looking, and he raps over a poppy SoundCloud beat. If you listen to Comethazine strictly for his lyrics, you'll see what I'm talking about. His track Stand is a really good example of this, because that one's barely even a song. Like, there's no music to that. He's just talking shit over the mic, and it's fucking sounds so good. That, in all honesty, after all I've gushed about his entire discography, like, that track right there has to maybe be my favorite Comethazine song, to be completely fucking honest. Smoke my dope, get face in my mansion. I'm so fucking teed, I'm in my living room dancing. Hey. And I really think the reason it is my favorite is because there's no distracting beat in the background. It's literally just Comethazine in the mic, and that shit is hard. I love rap. Old school gangster rap's like my soul music. Like, that's the shit that I never get tired of. But the music that really, like, it's got that, like, itch to me, like itches that itch, like, that really hits the spot. I'm like, ooh, that is a good song. It's like the ones that get a little dark with it. I you know, call me what you want, but I like my lyrics with a little depravity in them, okay? Feels good, you know, feels good. That mesh, I believe, is why I'm such a big fan of him and still am. Because the man's a rapper, at least in the era of him that we're talking about, you know? I mean, if you look him up right now, you know, look, Comethazine. It's, you know, hip hop, rap, trap, drill type deal. And he is, but people call him demonic for a reason. And God, I don't know. I almost wish we just got a little more of that because, like I was saying, I feel like with Bawskee 5, like there was definitely more of that, like the demonic lyrics or whatever the fuck. I hate using that word so much, but yeah, sure. Man's a little unhinged, but like I resonate with it. And deadass, like I'm in full support of, you know, Frank Kole and his new wave. I will always be a Comethazine fan, and I am in full support of whatever the fuck he's onto right now. I'm here for it. I don't know what to expect, but I'm here. I'm expecting more cool music and movies, and I honestly at this point expecting more than that because it's like if you just pop out like from this crazy transition, who's to say he's not going to do it again? But like, why anticipating that? I am full like I'm here for this era. I am set. I've been seeing a lot of people saying shit like he lost it, like what happened to Comethazine, and like okay, I'll say it. What happened to Comethazine? Because like that was my teenage celebrity crush. Like yeah, I miss seeing him on my feed the way that like I remember him. You know what I mean? But I do think it's just plain ignorant to like be acting as if he's going through some like crisis just because he like changed his aesthetic, and not to mention the man looks good. Like he like every clip I see him, he's like you know, fresh haircut and like clean clothes. Like I'm sure that guitar ain't cheap. Like he's still got that joint in his mouth. We haven't lost him completely. I think we're just too used to seeing these like celebrities and internet personas like blow up for a thing and then try to keep that thing going, like maintain it when it wasn't even genuine in the first place. What happens to those people? They fall off. And then what happens to people who evolve and educate themselves? They keep going and they grow. He never gave clout chaser. In fact, name one group he was ever publicly like a part of that wasn't obviously for money. He's independent, he's a loner. That shit's admirable to me, especially just at the time, you know what I mean, that I was really into him or whatever. Real recognize real, like this type of bitch I am. Frank Kole has been teasing more and more what's next, and man, it's a lot more than 80-second rhymes. Question for the haters: what happened to a Renaissance man? Okay, when did we start hating on people for learning language, having expansive styles and extensive like talents and interests? Being interested in new things, better yet, doing damn well. I'm so not against this rebrand. In fact, I'm here for it. I like the man suited up with the guitar. Looks good on him. Which is saying a lot because I used to be a really big fan of his style, which brings me to my personal Mandela effect, okay? We're leaving it on a banger today. I got black Air Forces because of him in the 8th grade. Okay, I remember this very vividly. There was a Find Him promo video that he posted on Instagram in front of a pool. And you know, the chopper eaters level, boom, you know, and dancing around his little black Air Forces. I was influenced, and I went and I got me a pair of black Air Forces. I said, Mom, you know what I mean? If that was my sole pair of, you best believe that was my sole pair of shoes, the one pair of shoes that I wore, like all of 8th grade. Dog, tell me why. Look up Comethazine right now. Every damn photo of this motherfucker, he's wearing white Air Forces, bitch. Never black. It was white. The Air Forces were okay. I would pay $20. No, $20,000. If someone find that fucking video, the Find Him video, and prove to me that he's not wearing black Air Forces. You know, he very well could have, just in that one video. And then I just stuck with him. That's like what he wears. It just stuck with me that he wears black Air Forces from that point on. But no, that's wrong, because you look like, I don't know, even looking up like Comethazine shoes or Comethazine clothes. Just look like Comethazine. I swear to God, it's all white Air Forces. So I feel like I'm going insane. I literally remember getting black Air Forces because Comethazine wore them. And like, I guess it might have just been from that one video. But dude, I thought that was just his thing. And I was like, I want to be like Comethazine. I want to wear what he wears. Never mind. And then I look up Comethazine 2019, and dead every pic, he's wearing those white Air Forces. Clean, white Air Forces. Which is actually sickening and plain fucking wrong. I'm actually gonna go feral. Clearly I didn't pull it out of my ass that he wears this. It's just like the wrong color. Like the opposite color. And it's like pissing me off. It's really making me upset, dude. It's really making me upset because why the fuck? Like, okay, I'm forgetful as is. Like, that's like, I can accept like that I like misremembered something. But why the fuck did I like decide to like lock down for like a good year? Like I'm only gonna wear these shoes because these are the shoes that Comethazine wears. When did I just see him do it just one time? That's really what it seems like. Wild. Random ass ending for a musician's deep dive, I know, but honestly, what did you expect? I was just gonna end it there because fucking outro, but honestly, like, I want to hear what y'all have to say. I want a discussion. Like, what do y'all think? Are y'all fans of Comethazine, of Frank Kole, of, you know, are you hyped for these movies? Are you interested in them? What's on the brain? Do you think it's, I don't know, do you think something happened to the guy? Is he brainwashed? I don't know. Give me conspiracies in the chat. Go. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, like, whoop-de-woo, that's cray-cray, woozies, you know? Thank you. And you rock. Later, alligator.